Away, Highwing! Away!
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I've received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a fall.
You believe he can be trusted?
I believe he's trustworthy, yes. He seemed sincere. And Serona Ryan.
Very well. Supposing he can be trusted, will he...
I retrieved a stolen helm he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain...
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say... Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hand. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my...
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Hello, nice to meet you. What do you have for sale?
Now, if you like what you bought, be sure to come in and see me again. Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
No need to race now, my friend. Let's go! Come on, Highwing!
Everyone in the best meals I've ever... You made a mistake coming here. Afraid to face me?
How nice of you to stop by.
Protego!
Ready to fight? Let's get this.
Revelio.
Over here!
What's going on here?
They're working together, all right. But it is... I'm sure you'll agree that we need to find a way in other than the front...
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
Why is it grappling?
Up there! That's how...
Wingardium Leviosa.
If I'd known your plan was to dig up half the
I
country...
wouldn't have to dig if you could simply manage to bring me the child.
We wouldn't need the child if you hadn't sent a dragon to retrieve the container I spent months and countless ministry favors tracking.
You let them board the carriage. My options were limited once I knew it would be inconveniently beyond my reach at that infernal school.
Have you not acquired enough power here? I allowed you to tunnel under my family home.
Allowed me? You are here only because you are descended from a keeper and may at some point inadvertently become valuable. We had an agreement. I will share with you the power that I discovered if you locate the stores of magic that are yet to be found. So, unless you want another demonstration of my power, a power that you one day hope to wield, bring me the child.
We already knew they were after you, but now we know they're digging for stores.
And Ranrock knows about the Keepers.
Yes, I caught that too. Professor Rookwood said that you'd understand more once you complete the next trial.
Let's get into that castle.
Any special words you want me to pass on to your mum?
Regret coming here.
I'll make you.
An intruder! This will...
Over here! You'll regret.
Another.
Revelio. 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 Protego!
I suppose that's the quick way down.
Revelio.
Is there something to those symbols on the walls?
There is. I've seen symbols like these before. I need to find all of them, then cast at them quickly in succession. Revelio. Protego! Revelio. Oh.
Goblin tracks. They're a step ahead of us. Let's see where they lead.
Revelio.
This must be it. The store of magic and the source of Ranrock's power.
It looks empty. If they've taken all of it, why are they still here?
Ranrock said there's more to be found, and if he's right about that, it may or may not be located here. Wherever it is, we need to find it before they do. Where is that portrait?
I heard something. I was hoping that was you.
Professor Rookwood, the goblins and dark wizards who've overrun your castle are digging for stores of magic and have broken open some sort of container.
No. Things are more dire than I could have imagined. If, as you told Percival, a goblin in his vault was wielding a powerful magic, then they have somehow learned. It cannot be.
And sir, they know you were a keeper.
This makes no sense. How did... We shall discuss this later.
Just tell me where I need to go.
The power you stand to wield must first be fully understood. But power without knowledge is dangerous indeed. In the rock, you will simply have to outwit Ranrock, and my unfortunate namesake. I shall reveal the path. Professor Fig must leave you now.
I would join you if I could. I shall await your arrival in the map.
Revelio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. I need to reposition that pillar to climb out of here. Perhaps the archway is the answer. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Repulsor. Incendio. Revelio.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
That pillar is blocking the path. I'll need to move it.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I believe I need to proceed to the left here, but how?
Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Leviosa! Perhaps I'm to hit the mark on the far wall. That sort of thing has repositioned the archways in the past. Revelio. Bridges appear and disappear depending upon which side of the archway I'm on. Revelio. Accio. There's a pillar here, but no ledge near it for me to grab onto. Hitting those marks readjusts the archways. Perhaps there's a way forward from the other side of this one. Revelio. Is it possible to pull one of those blocks through the archway? Depulso! Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Lumos. Accio. Depulso. Revelio. Depulso. Accio. Revelio. Accio. After pulling the block out through the archway, I can place it where it can be climbed on while on the other side of the archway. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. 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 What a relief. Revelio.
must say I'm curious to hear of Isadora's travels.
Do come in. Please, have a seat.
Isadora, we are all most intrigued to hear.
We're ready. I've something to show you. Father, these are my colleagues from Hogwarts. Father hasn't spoken since my brother died. On my travels, I confirmed that which I've always believed. That we have the power to take away pain.
Isadora. What have you done?
I took his pain.
This is uncharted magic, Isadora. You can only see what has been sealed in the jar, and we do not know what power that may hold. But the traces of that magic are different from what I've seen before.
Thank you.
You're back.
And in one piece, no less. It is good to...
Professor Rookwood told me about what?
In light of the dire circumstances in which we find ourselves, it is most fortunate that someone so competent is following this.
Thank you, Professor. I shall keep the second artifact safe as you've advised.
Good. Are you ready to move?
I'm ready for whatever comes next.
In that case, introductions are in order.
Allow me to introduce former Hogwarts headmistress.
How do you do? I must say that I was not entirely surprised to learn that a student had been... I've always believed Hogwarts students capable of...
Thank you, Professor.
I am certain that you are more... However, I must first, how shall I say, prepare the location of your next trial.
We trust your judgment, Professor Fitzgerald. You should know better than anyone how to man...
A vainglorious and exasperating headmaster? Indeed. I shall confirm that everything is in order.
Of course. Professor Fitzgerald needs some time to clear the way forward. Until then, you should continue to hone your magic. If you learn more about Ranrock and Victor Rookwood's activities in the meantime...
Very well, Professor. I know. Continue to hone my magic.
You do learn quickly. Hopefully you will soon hear from Lodgok as well, and we shall learn how he fared with the helmet you retrieved.
Natty told me about your run-in with the poachers. I have some news about them as well. Can you meet me soon? I fear that some of what I uncovered has to do with you.
I have been asked to teach you the exploding charm, Bombada. Once you have completed the tasks I've set forth, speak to me after class.
Past the high wing!
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
High Wing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want
You said you had news about the poachers?
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow?
It does, somewhat, but...
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be... Does the name Horntail Hall?
I'm afraid not.
The poacher's best kept secret, apparently. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making at the expense... The poacher spoke of this area, and if you ever meet my gran, this...
Not to worry, Poppy.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best... I think she worries I'll do...
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way. A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps...
Revelio! Pelt. Poor beast, still smoking. They can't have been gone long. This is goblin metal. It seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here.
I found goblin. Let's keep searching, but... I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
You can feed a beast, or it can feed you, if you get my meaning.
Never on the Trocus Totalis.
I would say that Irondale is not appropriately named.
Call out for me all you want. I shall be off spending my spoils in Hogsmeade.
Trocus Totalis.
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Can't say I regret that one bit. What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring.
The name makes sense now.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking... How could they possibly enjoy... There must be more We should take advantage of most eyes being... That's it. Lightfooted's the one.
Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside Trickus Totalis.
This is almost too easy. No.
Yes. A more hushed approach is likely wise.
Revelio.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Aloha Mora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now.
Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact! I've never seen a sword like it. Trickus Totalis.
Let me have that. You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. My brain is working. How nice.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up. Aim for the ring at the front of her restraint.
Expelliarmus. Incendio. Accio. This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way!
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She would...
What now? She didn't
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins and the poachers saw us, which cannot...
We aren't helping ourselves, Stan.
You're right. If there's... Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
I think there were doxy eggs as well.
So this is the underground harbour. Revelio! Revelio. The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social.
Students think they're so clever. He's getting the best one ever.
Book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Incendio! Revelio!
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to,
Did she now?
quiz.
Hence, I have created a small quiz. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. Ugh, they don't value...
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just before the invention of the Golden Snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch. Which potion is commonly referred to as...
The Pepper Up potion.
I'm afraid the answer was Felix Felicis. Since it makes the drinker temperate, the tale of the three brothers involves
Horcruxes.
According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Bludger.
When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of three hoops, true or false, Polyjuice Potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it can... Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the... If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have... And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either.
I'm sorry. I don't have time.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Want to test your knowledge on some more difficult questions?
I'm sorry.
Let me know if you change your mind.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should have...
It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall. Beautiful.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
I hate it.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be...
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed.
Thank you, Professor.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems... Of course, the guide isn't the only measure. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion.
Thank you, Professor.
Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for it?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore...
I see. I admire... It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your own... I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for you. Until then, well done. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available.
on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks goblin.
I remember Armin mentioning something about gobbledygook.
On another adventure, are we?
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
This is the view painted on the canvas.
That's incredible.
And while I was waiting...
Do you think there's a connection to...
I've no idea.
We need to see what they're doing, but...
Very well.
And I still...
After you.
There they are, up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
The wizards will have no choice but to submit.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Petrificus Totalis.
This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through, or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for a troll the other day. someone there? How nice of you to say.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Revelio.
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
For better or for worse, we're in. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey.
Not your best moment, I fear.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want. Incendio!
That ledge is awfully hard. Any ideas?
Accio. Guardian Leviosa. It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the solar...
Smashing.
Or any... Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
That bridge has seen better days.
Revelio! Reparo. Levioso! Confringo! Levioso!
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war. We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
You haven't had mushroom stew like what my mother used to make. Like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were. You will regret coming. Someone's here.
Confringo!
Over here!
We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if they were waiting. We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap. For a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Incendio. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Have a look around. Peace.
Incendio. Revelio. Incendio.
Rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it. Revelio. A journal entry by Isadora. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
Revelio. Accio. Incendio. If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cell...
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure. but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
And now for the moments of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marrenweem has suffered for it. Should we head there now?
We should wait. All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be...
I do, but not...
Not all goblins what?
No, Sebastian, I haven't.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Unbelievable.
Hello there. Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak...
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is... He's waiting for me near a goblin mine.
Of course. How exciting. I mean...
I think he simply wants to show me some...
Good to hear. Good to...
Lord Gok is waiting.
Of course. I just...
Revelio. go! A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before you...
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with that. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard.
How else did he expect
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury. Damn Bragboren is blasted.
Bragbor?
An ancestor. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for...
What do you mean,
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach.
Rookwood Castle.
That...
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they can... For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not. Thus, many goblins, myself included. Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards... He is determined to take it for...
Here comes my friend Amit. Probably best to
Greetings, Lord Gok. It is an honor.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes.
Pronunciation is not the issue.
I can, Sir Lord Gok.
What written plans?
We need some idea, and I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering...
I'll meet and I can...
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
The door is looking at us.
I'm quite good at sneaking about. You'll see. Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lid.
Revelio.
Impressive workmanship for so
Incendio.
simple a task.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I still can't
Revelio.
believe we're inside a real goblin mine. I've read about mines like this, but seeing one is something else
Accio.
altogether.
One less shoot.
Keep your wits about you, Amit. I'll get you through this mine.
Oh, little moon.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word. Incendio! Revelio.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
Bound to be plans around here somewhere. A schematic. They're building something. I can't
Revelio.
quite make it out. Curious. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The
Revelio.
flourishes are extraordinary. There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? As we know, if we see any more plans or schematics, we can't return to Lockrock empty-headed.
Incendio.
This really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler.
Accio!
This is more complex than I had expected.
Convulso! Accio! Accio! Depulso! Accio! Incendio! Expelliarmus! Revelio! Incendio! Accio!
Such arrogance.
How many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet. Accio!
Clever. This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found. There must be a quicker way out of here than retracing our steps. Revelio. Incendio. Accio.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you came with me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here. We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight indeed. Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad.
It was?
Thank...
Understood? I'll leave you. Your goblin secrets are safe with me. Without further ado, adieu.
They're building.
I see.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share...
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
I hope Professor Fitzgerald has confirmed what she needed to. I have to complete the next trial as soon as I can.